Okay, let's go.
What's good, big dog? It's your boy, Andre Williams from Samurai Kennels. And today I'm going to be training with my male dog, Saki, on the stay command and remaining at a stay even when I'm not physically present. The practicality of this behavior is so that the dogs can be left unattended for greater periods of time when I'm not present, allowing the dog greater freedom, and also allowing me to trust my dogs to do exactly what is needed to do even when I'm not around. I'm utilizing my security camera as well as my iPhone 13 to record this. While I'm training, I wanted to discuss with you what is a true American Pit Bull Terrier. This discussion has been happening a lot on the internet, and I just wanted to give my take on it from my kennel perspective. This channel is built for those who are interested in my philosophies and my ideologies on the dogs. While I do take other opinions into consideration, I have a channel for that, known as Shogun Unlimited. Specifically, the show is Shogun Bros No Decaf, where we discuss these topics in greater detail. In my opinion, the American Pit Bull Terrier is a medium to small dog that ranges from 30 to 50 pounds for a female and 30 to 70 pounds for a male. The colors may vary, however, colors I will not breed into my line are blue and merle. I'm not saying whether these colors are or are not pit bulls. I don't really care. It's just not something I want in my program, and it's a topic I choose to ignore or not discuss because I just am not going to have that in my line of dogs. Moving on, from colors to temperaments. While it is acceptable for the animals to be animal aggressive, I don't expect animal aggression from every single dog in the breed. I also do not expect every dog in the breed to be able to do the training and the activities that I like to do with these dogs. However, we have learned through the history of these dogs in the combative sports of bull baiting, bear fighting, boar baiting, ratting, and dog-on-dog combat that breeding dogs with similar qualities together over a period of time can create traits. I took this ideology and used it in my breeding program. I believe that those traits can be captured. One of the traits that a lot of great bulldoggers of the past incorporated into their dogs was the trait of gameness. Gameness is the willingness to continue a task with no thought of self-preservation, or the willingness to go on when all hope is lost to the task. I believe that if this trait can be captured, so too can other traits be captured over periods of time, breeding dogs with similar characteristics and only breeding the ones that display the traits that you are interested in. That is the breeding strategy for Samurai Kennels. This may not be right or wrong, but it's what has worked for me. And when I set out to create a bloodline of dogs, I wanted to create a bloodline of American Pit Bull Terriers that were easy to train, ready to work, and had serious mouth. When I talk about mouth, all this means to me is the dog has a strong drive to bite and hold on to prey animals or targets, as well as inflict serious damage quickly to preserve itself and not prolong a hunting situation. My dogs have been used to eradicate vermin such as possums, raccoons, and other small game. Therefore, I don't want my dogs receiving injury because they simply spend too much time with an animal that could be carrying various diseases. Some of you may be asking, why would you allow your dog to do these types of things? And it's not an allowance type of activity. When I lived in southern Texas, there was constantly raccoons, possums, and other small animals in my backyard simply because they jumped the fences and they were forced into my living area by human overpopulation and deforestation. If we're going to learn to live in a world where animals are going to be forced into our presence, there are going to be interactions, and I want to make sure my dogs get the most out of those interactions. This is why my dogs are bred the way they are. As far as the American Pit Bull Terrier as a whole, I think it is a great dog, scoring at least a 9.5 to 10 on a scale of 1 to 10 for dogs that are great for serious owners who want dogs that can do all the activities with them that they enjoy doing. The activities that I think are best suited for my American Pit Bull Terriers are walking, hiking, bike riding, treadmill races, weight pulls, wall climbs, obedience, and protection work. Since my dogs are bred and designed to do these things specifically and not bred for the purpose of gameness, I don't call my dogs game dogs, and very rarely will I refer to them as American Pit Bull Terriers. However, Based upon their breeding and lineage, they are American Pit Bull Terriers. With the trait breeding that I mentioned earlier, I am migrating them to what I call the Williams Old Yeller dog. I don't want to add any other breeds into the dog, but specifically creating a new breed simply means that you have to breed dogs with specific genetic qualities and selective breed them over a period of generations to create a dog with your own personality traits. I borrow this ideology from the creators of the American Staffordshire Terrier and the Staffy Bull Terriers. These dogs have similar lineages to the American Pit Bull Terrier. However, over periods of time of breeding them for other purposes than their original intended purpose, they have been able to identify these dogs as a specific and entirely different breed altogether. They even have different phenotypical and visual qualities that differ them from the American Pit Bull Terrier. It is important to me to clearly establish that while my dogs are bred and are American Pit Bull Terriers at this time, over the course of the next 4 generations, it is my magnificent obsession to change that narrative. While I have a tremendous level of respect for the American Pit Bull Terrier, I do not believe that the breed owners as a whole are utilizing the dogs for the best qualities possible from the dogs or maximizing the potential that these dogs have. At Samurai Kennel, my intent is to generate a community known as the Shogun Army and the Neo Dogman. The Shogun Army is the human side of this endeavor. The Shogun Army are men with standards, not only demonstrating great animal qualities and animal husbandry qualities, but also demonstrating a level of brotherhood that goes beyond color, race, religion, creed, or sexual orientation. It's not about who you are, it's about what you bring to the table. And we're not talking finances. We're talking about simply character. If I met you and on the road somewhere broken down, would you seem or be and present yourself trustworthy enough to be a part of the Shogun Army? That's what the human side of the game is about, building better people. The Neo Dogman are dogmen of the future. We utilize all the lessons learned from the old school dogmen, bulldoggers, and animal lovers of the past and convert them to modern training tactics utilizing both old school Ivan Pavlovian theory as well as B.F. Skinner's theory, and combine them with e-collars and new styles of training to ensure that our dogs can live a happy, healthy life without interruption or distraction. By combining the Shogun Army into the Neo Dogman movement, our overarching goal is to develop better people through building better animals. If you have watched the video to this point and you haven't subscribed, I don't know why, but I think you should. I need your help to grow and get the Neo Dogman movement and Shogun Army up to its full potential, whatever that may be. Each day and every day, we get better as a person, as a people, and as a community. As you affect your community, so too do they affect the next community because we all branch out. Please share this video and leave a comment in the description below so that I can get back to you or have better ideas for what needs to be covered in the dog game. Thank you. This has been Samurai Kennels with What is an American Pit Bull Terrier? And I couldn't be more proud of my American Pit Bull Terrier, Saki.
Yeah. Beat drop, slow, head nod, flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain. Locked in the game, never move for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came fat boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, running straight through the rain. Red ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Saki from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work and time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second was the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.